Few dare trespass here. Those that do seek the glory of the hunt. To challenge themselves in a land like no other. But they never find glory. Only death.
I'm not here for glory. I'm here for the mountain. For answers.
Then you must face the beast that guards it.
Worth it?
Impressive.
Yeah.
No. How do we get off this thing?
Good question. Follow me. Right. Reckon we can cut through the city and get back to the gate.
I'll take point. Stay close.
Lead the way.
Look at this. They're making progress,
Down.
no?
Maybe. But check out this watch. Took it from that old man in the city. Dumb bastard. Didn't give it up easily.
Right. You take left,
Yeah,
I take right.
remember.
What the?
That works too. Nice job.
Probably more where that came from.
Right. Above you. Nothing personal. There. I'll bet the aqueduct's routed through that structure.
I doubt we're free and clear. Keep an eye out.
It's a saw! Get to the building! Go! Watch the tree!
Never knew what hit him. Let's go!
Assistant asshole, aren't you? We're nearly to the building. Copy that. You all right?
Think so.
Oh, shit.
Where are we?
No idea.
Roll the tape. I'd like to try it again.
Well, the sun ain't shining in a dark and cloudy day. Well, the sun ain't shining in a dark and cloudy day.
I'm going to ask you again. Do you remember me?
It's just a nightmare.
Got him!
No! Get me out of there!
Try to visualize the last thing you can remember before you came here.
You do understand
one you guys saw at the media showcase, and this one we showed behind closed doors on the floor at E3. And so for the first time, we're releasing it online so that everybody can kind of take a look at it. And I thought I'd just talk a little bit about, you know, what the differences are, and just kind of like just show you what we were trying to accomplish this year.
Yeah, I mean, the most obvious difference so far is the last one was nighttime during the rain, and this is daytime during the snow.
Yeah, and that, you know, and it's not just cosmetic, and I think that's one of the things we really wanted to emphasize, you know, because this time we're showing sort of a day in the life of Deacon. You see he's on the drifter bike here. We wanted to show a little more of the bike riding and how the weather can kind of impact that. So we have this drifting mechanic, right? You see him kind of slipping and sliding around a little
Changes
bit.
the handling of the bike. That's really interesting. Now, there were wolves there last time, John, and these wolves would pursue you down this road, and then Deacon had to turn his back, shoot a wolf, and he got clotheslined right up there, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So this time you see that he wasn't being chased by the wolves. That's a dynamic event that can just you know, it's just that can happen or not. It just depends on when you're playing the game.
Interesting.
And this time Deacon saw the ambush and he was able to avoid it. So he kind of comes up and around and behind them.
So does weather impacts whether these creatures show up or not in daytime, nighttime, all that stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So especially the freakers, they come out. They're mostly nocturnal, but they will come out as the weather gets colder. They become stronger in the cold.
Right.
And so that will, you know, again, kind of change up the way the game plays.
That's very, very, I kind of love that you decided to do this as a demo to show two completely different iterations on the same exact mission in the game.
Yes, exactly. So we wanted to have, you know, the job is basically the same. Deacon hears that his buddy's in trouble, rides out to save his life. And, you know, as you can see here, this is a completely different experience from what we showed in the first demo. In the first one, Deacon gets clotheslined, and it sounded very painful, by the way.
Oh, like, speaking of painful, okay, so the combat in this game is fairly brutal. John, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Well, we just wanted to make it as, you know, as realistic as possible. So, yeah, we're not holding back on that at all. And, you know, and Sam's done most of his own stunt work for this. And I can tell you that when we're on the performance stage and we're capturing that stuff, we just try to keep it real, right?
Right, right. Well, right. There was sort of a decision made at some point. What we've been I've been on the project for what, 2 or 3 years now?
Yeah, I think 3 years.
And so early on, I think there was a more, what were we? It was more Kurt Russell and sort of a two-fisted thing, and then it turned into, hey, let's take this quite seriously. And what that required is a lot more. Taking this combat stuff and showing the horror of the violence that happens and it were this type of circumstance to take place. I mean, realism, weirdly enough, is the thing we keep going back to when it comes to not just the stunts, but also the performance style. I think, you know, it was very important that it doesn't seem like a bunch of actors, you know, saying lines. It was all very incidental.
And we wanted the world to sort of reflect that as well. So you saw there that, you know, Deacon broke into that emergency vehicle and found some supplies. So this is what we're calling our survival vision. So you saw that earlier when he was looking at Manny's bike on the ground. And it's just kind of a way of seeing tracks in the world and sort of imagining what might have happened. And here I just wanted to point out that you're seeing in this part of the demo that there are freakers there. There weren't there before because it wasn't snowing. It was, you know, and it was getting lighter out. It wasn't getting darker like it is. And so, you know, it changes up the way you can play through the level.
And what is this?
So we call this the meat wall.
The meat wall.
Yeah, and it's not just there, you know, to, you know, make the guys who put them up to seem evil. They're there for a purpose because, again, freakers are living creatures. They eat. That's their primary thing. They want to eat. And so you hang these dead freakers up, and it, you know, and any freaker, rather than coming into their camp like you see here, they would actually
stop and snack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with this freaker that they've hung upside down. There's a bear trap underneath it, and they use that because a freaker will come, be attracted to the meat, and then hit that trap.
Interesting.
Another thing you just saw, by the way, is that tin can.
The tin can trap that you
that's an alarm that the marauders will put up, and this is again some of the things that marauder camps just do. And you find these marauder camps throughout the world. You'll find traps like that, and then if you're careful and you're paying attention, you can avoid them. Because in the first demo, Deacon didn't avoid it, and he set off that alarm.
Right. Now this is the same tactic that he used last time. Throws the rock to get someone to lure him over and have him step in the bear trap. But this one plays out a little bit differently than last time. One of the things that struck me, and we've talked about this obviously as we've shot, but there's an effort of the other marauders to get this guy to shut up, and he won't.
Yeah, and so in the first demo, Deacon's heading on down the trail, and you can hear that happening behind him.
Right.
And this time we're showing what happened. So, he's watching everybody react to this poor guy trapped in in that bear trap, and she just is like, shut up, shut up, shut up, and then just loses it and shoots the guy.
Right.
And of course, in the meantime, Deacon, is crafting a Molotov and just takes them all out.
Right. Oh boy, that's good. Ow. Ow.
So again, it's like in the previous demo, Deacon would have gone off to the trail down to the right. This time he's going to head this way. He follows the tracks, and comes under a sniper attack.
Now let me ask you something about the survival. Okay, there's a sniper attack coming, but the survival vision is, if you don't say upgrade your survival vision, can you miss clues? I mean, are there things that you would get if you upgraded your survival vision that would help you complete the mission better?
Exactly, and you have to, we have a whole skill tree, and it's all tied to the experience that you can earn as you're just playing through the game, and then you can upgrade those things.
What's happening here? We got a freaker tied to a tree.
Yeah, so this is another type of trap that Marauders will set. They will basically chain freakers to the perimeter of their camps, and they use them as kind of an alarm system. And then that, you saw that Marauder there. He was just tormenting the poor.
Footage they showed last year, right? From
so I actually didn't realize it cut to gameplay. That's how seamless that was.
Wow, yeah, that wasn't.
You're just like standing there. We're like, man, this demo is taking a long time to start.
Connor, do something.
So this is one of our playable characters in Detroit Become Human. I shouldn't say one of our characters, like I made the game.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's be clear, I am not with Quantic Dream.
There's 3 of them, right? Total, right? 3 playable?
Yeah, there's 3 characters. We just got introduced to Marcus, the android revolutionary. That was last night.
And he's played by Jesse Williams, correct? Or he looks exactly like Jesse.
I don't know.
I think that's the case.
The doppelganger is being played by. I'm not sure. But this is kind of the hostage negotiation scene that we
you might have seen this when the game was originally revealed, and now we actually get a chance to play it and see some of the different ways that the situation can pan out.
Already I'm thinking this is a very luxurious apartment.
I love the way that the objective just kind of appeared on the window like that.
Yeah, that was really cool. Nice. I mean, Quantic Dream are kind of masters of UI, and they like to keep the presentation really slick.
Yeah, they do a good job implementing the environment into the way that they use their user interface.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so someone's just, all right.
Oh, let's talk to Captain Allen. Okay.
Denied.
It's like, sir, you have to talk to the captain. All right, so what do we got over here? This is very official.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor.
I don't think any of us can hear what's being said. So Justin, I sure hope you know what choices.
I'm trying to imagine what they're saying right now.
Shot down.
Well, they look really serious. It's a tense environment.
Things seem to be going well so far.
Right.
I don't know if that's true because there is still a hostage situation.
Let's see. So let's ask for the deviant's name.
Do you know its name? I haven't got a clue.
There we go. We can hear it a little bit better.
I need information to determine the best approach.
Justin, I think this is going to have to be by instinct. This playthrough.
Listen,
every choice counts, man.
Every choice.
It really does.
And I mean, that's one of the cool things about Detroit and also the other games that Quantic Dream does is that so much of it is controlled by you, the player. all through the story. I mean, especially in previous games like Heavy Rain,
right?
Characters can live or die depending on what you do. So.
Yeah, everything has ramifications, consequences. Some things will make the game easier if you do it the correct way too. So
this, oh god, I love their UI.
So good.
I just want to see it all the time.
I wonder how much time they spend actually like making the animations for just like the subtle things,
tiny little stuff.
Yeah.
That's one of the great things about game design is it's it's a giant orchestra of tiny details, right?
Yeah.
And it's just all these little things that you have to do. Justin is just trying to reconstruct calculations. I do not know. I'm so glad I'm not playing because I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, here we go. There's some other stuff over here.
You're collecting data. This looks important. Analyzing the ammunition.
So we're going to reconstruct what happened here.
Oh.
Oh, and use the L2 and R2
Oh, that's
to kind of
cool. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
scrub through.
Oh, okay. So he's kind of like getting an idea of where. Yeah, I see. That's cool.
Oh.
Nice. If only he had that special those special glasses that the guy from Heavy Rain, the detective from Heavy Rain had. Make this way easier for him.
I'm pretty sure he has those glasses built into his face.
Yeah,
Because this is, yeah.
So as we gather more data, you'll see the probability of success is rising.
Like somebody had a entertaining party.
Yeah, this is when the party goes too far, and real emotions are running high.
Something bad happened here.
Oh,
God.
Okay. Well, I maybe shouldn't have made light of this because this got really serious.
Yeah.
So, for all you watching at home, Quantic Dream does not mess around.
Are you gonna do it? You said I was cursed. You think I'm weak because I'm not like you.
You do not know everything, boy.
No. But at least I know the truth now.
The truth.
Hang on, boy!
Okay!
The truth.
Long way from home, aren't you? And here I thought your kind was supposed to be so enlightened, so much better than us.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult.
Wait here. I will handle this.
Wow, that was something, that fight.
On our journey, we will be attacked by all manner of creature. To be effective in combat, a warrior must not feel for his enemy. Close your heart to their desperation. Close your heart to their suffering. is long and unforgiving. No place for a boy. You must be a warrior.
But not everyone is bad. Mother always said to be open to those who can help.
Who you were before doesn't matter. This boy is not your past, he is your son. And he needs his father.
It's the world serpent.
Stay calm, boy!
I am!
What does it say?
He wants to help us!
The game is a gritty crime thriller designed to be played on your own or collaboratively with a group. In this game, your choices really matter. The characters in the drama can live or die based on the decisions that you make.
It's also a game about trust. So it's about the trust between the characters in the game and their relationships, but also the trust with you and your friends playing the game in the room. The story of the game centers around a serial killer known as the Trapper, who has been murdering numerous people for some time. What he does is he sets up traps on their bodies, the bodies of the victims, which are designed to kill the first responders.
You play Becky Marnie, who is a homicide detective in charge of the investigation, and Felicity Graves, who is the district attorney. We saw how people played Until Dawn, which was, although it was a single-player experience, on the internet we saw loads and loads of people streaming it together as a group and all shouting out the answers to different decisions. We thought we could make something with that. In this story, everybody can die as a result of your actions, or everybody could live. Your decisions are almost like taking a pebble and dropping it in a pond. Ripples will spread out and affect other parts of the story. But if you drop a rock in there, big waves will spread out and have huge impacts.
What PlayLink has brought to the game as a second screen for everyone that's in the room playing it has meant that it's more accessible, arguably, than a standard controller. It's given us options on hidden information and private information that we can target to specific players. So, for example, we have what we call hidden agendas, where I've been given something a secret objective to complete that none of the rest of the guys know. So they're suddenly all trying to work out, one, who's got that hidden agenda, and also then what it is, and trying to prevent that from coming true. And I'm trying to just convince them to do what I want them to do without letting them know that I'm up to no good.
If I gotta go out, I ain't going out a liar.
Then tell me the truth.
Miss Graves, I did not kill anybody.
We think that we've got a great game for encouraging social play. It really is something that, although you can play it single player, you're going to want to play this game as a group.
Hey! What's happening out there?
It's not as much fun when they don't let you leave.
10S at 36 and Park. Repeat, all units be advised. Shots fired at Fisk Towers.
Yuri, I'm here.
What do you see?
Find the rest. Boss wants them dead.
Looks like the demons are moving in on Fisk's territory.
You got this?
I got this.
the building. Eliminate them.
Should have worn a helmet.
You got what you came for. You don't need to kill us too.
Fisk's territory is ours now.
Not today.
Spider-Man! Tell the boss is here!
Hey, Willie.
You.
Nice jumpsuit. Slimming.
Stay out of my business.
Wait, the demons. Who's their leader?
Keep my men alive and maybe I'll tell you.
Saving bad guys from other bad guys. Not how I thought today would go.